Welcome back to another episode of Hollywoodbets Trackside with Anthony Delpech. This weekend we'll be touching on Turffontein on Saturday, where we see the running of the Grade 3 Betway London New Stakes. Hollywoodbets Kenilworth is alongside Turffontein on Saturday. Racing on Sunday takes place at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. Don't forget about the free-to-play Hollywoodbets Punters Challenge. Good weekend's racing. Hopefully it's a profitable one. We start off at Turffontein on Saturday in race 2, where the Hollywood Racing are represented by number 9 Inquinquezi from the Clinton Binder stable. Raymond Danielson in the saddle, and she was disappointing in her last start, but if finding her form of her debut run, she should run a good race.
Yeah, her last run was a bit disappointing, but I think you just maybe give her benefit of the doubt, but I think she brings back her homework to the first run. I think she'll definitely be in the firing line.
Nkunkwezi last time, she ran a little bit below what I thought she would run. I expected more last time. Let's hope that she can do the improvement to run into the placings.
Move on to race 4, and my best bet on the card is number 13, the Ultimate King from the Tony Peter stable. Gavin Arena in the saddle. Showed good improvement in his last start over 1500 metres on the Vol Classic course. He is likely to be settled at the rear of the field from the widest draw and will be running on. Gavin Arena is a big plus. Move on to race 5, and Anthony's best bet is number 6, Immediate Edge from the Mark and Matthew de Kock stable. Ryan Munga in the saddle. He was an impressive winner on debut over 1600 metres on this course, and he could be above average.
Yeah, he showed he's impressive on his first win. He showed like he's a real smart horse, and obviously this is a big jump for him, but I think Mike wouldn't be throwing him in the deep end if he didn't believe he's good enough, and he's got no weight on his back. He's got a very good draw. I really think he's a smart horse.
And we close off in race 8, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 2, Don't Shoot the Bowman from the Clinton Binder stable. Raymond Danielson in the saddle. He won a good race with 64 kgs last time, but takes a big step up in class.
Yeah, he does take a big step up in class, but I think it was a very good win last time with a big weight. Looking at the race, it's not an over-competitive race. I really do believe if he runs the same sort of race that he did last time, he must have some sort of a chance.
Don't Shoot the Bomber's got a chance, but remember last time we ran in the 80s, now we're in the 96s. So there's a vast difference in the quality of horses that we're running against. But I think he should quit himself well. I would think he'd run into the money. Kwalami, I patched him, and let's just see how he does, but it's probably his last run.
Hollywoodbets Kenilworth is alongside Turffontein on Saturday in race 2. My best bet comes in the form of number 8, Indigenous from the Justin Snaith stable. Richard Free in the saddle. He ran a good race on debut over 1000 metres on this course. He stayed on nicely that day. Will love the extra 200 metres on offer, and with the natural improvement that is expected, he should take a power of beating. Move on to race 3, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 4, Court van Draat from the Lucinda Woodruff stable. Sean Veal in the saddle. She returns from a lengthy 26-week break.
Yes, she was injured, and I think she's going to be in need of the run, and I think she's looking for a little bit further, so she's definitely, the run will bring her on.
So just a run to get her going. She galloped well. She's nice and sound. Happy with her well-being. So holding thumbs for a nice progressive run here.
And then number 5 is Anthony's best bet, which is Lahasa from the Candice Bass Robinson stable. Aldo Doma in the saddle. She was touched off in her last start over this course and distance. She has a progressive type and should be in this field the one to beat.
Yeah, she was narrowly beaten last time. She goes over the same trip at Kenilworth, Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, and I think she's met the right kind of a field to win a race like this. So I think she'll take a power beating.
And then we close off in race 8, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 4, Sungam Myself from the Candice Bass Robinson stable. Sean Veal in the saddle. She was badly in need of a last start.
Yeah, she really over-raced the last time out. She hadn't run for so long, so she was above herself, and she pulled very hard, so I expected her to run poorly. But she's a much fitter filly, and if she settles in the race, I expect a big run.
She is a much fitter filly than what she was last time. So I'm expecting a much better run from her, but she should run a much better race this time.
Racing on Sunday takes place at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, and we'll start off in race 1, where Anthony's best bets is number 4, Treasure Island from the Mike Miller stable. Tristan Godden in the saddle. She produced a promising debut effort over 1,000 metres, and we all know what Mike Miller's like with his juveniles.
Yeah, well, he's shown this season how well he's done with the juveniles, and obviously this one just narrowly beaten first time out. Must have improved at home, and obviously if she's improved and running on the same track, getting an extra 100 metres I think will definitely suit her, and I think she's a filly that they'll all have to beat.
In race 4 on the card is a non-black type Fever Tree Stakes, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 7, Imelenzia Yoko Doduma from the Gareth Van Sale stable. Sean Veal in the saddle. Won his last 2 starts well, and merits healthy respect.
Yeah, but he had a bit of a break after his last run, so he went to the farm for 2 weeks, a short break, and with all the rain, haven't really been able to give him a gallop. So he could be coming in the race just in need of the run, but there's bigger plans for him. So hopefully he's not too far back and he's not that unfit. But if he is just behind the speed, I think he'll give a good account of himself.
Hoping that he is able to run a race representative of his form. However, he was on the farm for a little rest after his last start. He was out of work for a little bit, and he is running fresh. However, he's in a good space, and he certainly can flash up.
And then in race 5, Hollywood Racing are represented by number 10, Al Ravian, who returns to the Duncan House stable. Sean Veal in the saddle. He returns from a 19-week break.
Yeah, he's also, I feel, is going to be in need of the run. He has had a long break, and expecting him to improve from this run.
He's come back off a bit of a break. He's been down in Port Elizabeth. He's having his first run back in Natal. But I feel he's pretty fit in himself, and maybe being short of just one gallop. But he's the type of horse that where he's rated now can run into the money.
And we close off in race 8, where my best bet on the card is number 6, Regeneration from the Robbie Hill stable. Gavin Loreen in the saddle. She's won at both her career efforts impressively. She returns from a 13-week break, and if not in need of the run, she should remain unbeaten.